Hello everyone and welcome to Unacademy. So guys, this is our second video on the series of 100 name reactions. So I've recently started a playlist of 100 name reactions on my channel Unacademy. And guys, today we are going to talk about the Bergman cyclization, also called the cycloaromatization. Okay, so this is a very simple reaction and it has been asked very recently in the CSIR exam. So what we are going to do in this video is first of all understand what is the Bergman cyclization, do a previous year question on it, and also do some very important questions which might get asked in the future. Okay, so yes, let's start very quickly. So this reaction is basically formation of benzene through radicals. So I can just simply put it like this: formation of benzene through radicals. Let's see how is that happening. So the first thing that we are going to see is 1,4-benzene diaryl diradical formation from ene-diene via electrocyclization. So this is the whole sum up of this process. So what are we talking about? What is this ene-diene? Right, what is this over here? So can you see that there is only one alkene over here, one ene and two ine. Right, what the ine is used for the triple bond, ene is used for the double bond. So we are having two triple bonds and one double bond. That is why it is called the ene-diene system. And through cycloaromatization, electrocyclization, it is going to give this kind of a radical. Now this is 1,4-benzene diradical, simple. Right, it is 1,4-benzene diradical. Okay, and now this radical requires a proton donor so that it can take up a hydrogen and it can finally give us benzene. Now we can have simple benzene or we can have a lot of benzene derivatives. Watch till the end, you are going to see lot of examples. Okay, let's start with this. So what is the mechanism over here? It's very simple. Right, so you are having this ene-diene system. Just open up this bond and one radical, these are two carbons over here. Okay, so when the double bond opens up, one of the radical is going to go on this carbon, one is going to go in on this carbon. Similarly over here we are having two carbons. So yes, we can open up the double bond like this. And now how many carbons are actually there? We start from here, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. We are having 6 carbons. So definitely we can actually write the molecule like this. Now since it has formed a single bond over here, there would be a single bond over here, right, and one of the radical is going to come up like this. Okay, so this is our 1,4-benzene diaryl radical. In the presence of heat or in the presence of light, electrocyclization is going to give you the 1,4-benzene diradical. Very easy mechanism, nothing huge about it. Let's now quickly move onwards to a question which was asked in the CSIR UGC NET exam regarding the Bergman cyclization or cycloaromatization. Okay, so I want you all to stop the video right here and do this by yourself because it is exactly the same thing which is asked, okay, directly from the book. Okay, so the question is, the structure of the intermediate A and the major product B formed in the following reaction are. Okay, so now again very simple reaction. Okay, I hope that you must have done it by yourself. Now we are just going to open up this bond from here and from here. Homolytic cleavage of this bond is going to give us this kind of a intermediate. Okay, so there will be only double bond, right, only two bonds will be remaining, the third has broken down, and there would be the 1,4 di radical which is going to stay over here in the sp2 orbital. And since there are going to be methyl groups, so we are just going to write them as it is. Okay, now what do we have? Now here this is a very popular reagent in many radical reactions. Okay, it is called our tributyl tin. Sometimes when hydrogen is taken, it is called tributyl tin hydride, and over here since it's deuterium, we are going to call it tributyl tin deuteride. Okay, and how does it break? In the presence of radicals this bond is going to undergo homolytic cleavage. And guys, we are going to talk about the this reagent more when we are studying the Barton radical, cyclization, deoxygenation and so on. Okay, we'll talk about this over there, right? And now what we can do directly, we are able to see we are getting radicals over here. This bond is going to open up and it is going to supply deuterium radical. So the deuterium radical is going to connect with this radical, and finally the product will be something like this. Very easy question, and this question was asked for directly 4 marks. For 4 marks it was asked. Okay, right, so this it was asked in 2018 June in section C for 4 marks. Okay, so I hope that now you know it is Bergman cyclization and you will be able to do more such questions. Okay, let's move on to that, but for this the answer is option number 1. Very easy. Okay, let's now move on to this type of molecule. Let's say that I have given you a complex molecule, and let's say if you don't know the mechanism it would be very difficult, but when you know it is very easy. Okay, right, so I have given you this question over here, and guys, right, if I make some possible options, I can just I have this data. Okay, it is going to give us a product. Okay, the same data can be asked in the form of MCQ questions also. Okay, just by adding up some options. So what can we do over here? Again, we are going to open up this bond. Again, we are going to open up this bond over here. It's going to come on this carbon. Now this carbon is going to basically join. Okay, so directly let us write the benzene ring structure. Right, but after that how many carbons are remaining, that also you have to take care of. Let's count from here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So in the residual portion, okay, let's just write the diradical over here. In the residual portion we are going to have 8-membered ring, something like this. This is what you are going to have. So this can be a potential question which gets asked in the CSIR, and you are not going to be scared because you already know this and you will be able to do this, right? So what do you have right now? Now this molecule over here, it is none other than a proton donor. Why? Because if it is donating a proton, let's just call it hydrogen radical, not a proton, because it is not H plus, right? Okay, so let's do the homolytic cleavage of this hydrogen as well as this hydrogen. Why? Because we require 2 hydrogen radicals over here. So let's give it 2 hydrogen radicals and make it complete benzene. Okay, and let's draw the residual portion. We are going to have 8-membered ring, and the rest is going to be the same because the reaction is only concerned with the cycloaromatization. It is Bergman cyclization. Okay, now what about this species? It has given 2 hydrogens. Now what is going to happen with it? So there is one radical over here, a double bond, a hydrogen and another radical. What do you think is going to happen? Definitely it is going to convert into benzene itself. How is that going to happen? Like this. The double bond is going to break over 2 carbons and it is going to give us a benzene as well. Okay, so this molecule over here again is a hydrogen donor, and I hope that this example you are able to understand. Let's move on to another very good example of Bergman cyclization, which could be asked as a potential question. This is a potential question for the upcoming CSIR NET or GATE exam. Okay, so what do you have again? Again you have a imidazole group which is connected. Okay, so in the place of the ene-diene system, usually we have the ene-diene system given very clearly, but here you have the imidazole ring. But do you see that you still have a double bond over here, right? So definitely in the presence of light, definitely we can actually open up the bond homolytically and we can get our benzene formation. Okay, the double bond is still going to be here, no reaction for this bond. Benzene has formed and this is the diradical that we have to put on the 1 and 4 position. Now how many carbons are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So you just have to make a 7-membered ring. Let's draw it. Alright, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-membered ring. This is your answer. Okay, so this easy is the Bergman cyclization, and these are some of the questions. I took one of the previous year question, and then I took some of the potential questions which can be asked in the CSIR examination. And let me also tell you guys that the Bergman cyclization itself is a very easy reaction, so it might be mixed up with some other reaction as well. That is, how are you going to form the ene-diene system first of all. Okay, so let's say in the future we might get questions like this, that how are we forming the ene-diene system. Okay, and after the formation of ene-diene we are getting our Bergman cyclization in the presence of light or heat. Okay, so I hope that you understood what is Bergman cycloaromatization. We are getting an aromatic ring over here, right? So I hope that this is clear to all. Now after this diradical which is formed, it is going to take up, alright, here it's just tetrahydrofuran which is given. Okay, so the tetrahydrofuran can actually give its protons to two such molecules, and it can itself become furan, and it can donate its proton homolytic cleavage to this molecule. And finally, you know what is going to be the answer. I'm just writing it up. So yes, it does not matter if you are studying in B.Sc level or M.Sc level. This is a very easy name reaction, and everyone will be able to remember it. Okay, right, this is your product, 7-membered ring over here, right? And the tetrahydrofuran gets converted to furan, right? Okay, so yes, this was it. I'm going to see you in another name reaction video very soon. And guys, also, if you don't know already, I'm also an educator on the Unacademy Plus platform, and I have been delivering a lot of good content, I would say, because we are working very hard for the students to clear their examination. And I'm teaching in the CSIR category chemical sciences. If you want, you can definitely follow me over there, because every month I'm having a lot of free live classes. Okay, a lot of free live classes as well as a lot of YouTube live sessions. Okay, so much content is already being provided. Take the benefit of that. And if you want to join Unacademy Plus platform, which is a paid platform, don't forget to use the code JAGRITI, because it's a referral code and it's going to give you 10% discount. And by the way, this is also the name of my group, Telegram group. So if you want, you can join me on Telegram as well. And I'm going to see you very soon. If you like this video, then you can definitely give it a big thumbs up like this. Also share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Thank you.